Tavela, self-initiation and mentoring. Now, this is just an idea for the self-initiate. If you're given a mentor, remember that self-initiation is based on you working with your ancestors guiding you, right? Now, if they want to reach out to someone else, that means you have, as a self-initiate, you have to allow yourself to be known by your mentor. So you can't be trying to get help while wearing a mask. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It creates problems for you, the mask wearer. You have to be, remember, this relationship is built on trust, and being your vulnerable self. Showing the bit of yourself that sometimes we don't want to show to others. And remember that your ancestors, spirits and guides wouldn't send you to someone just so that someone can see the vulnerable bit of yourself and start being useless with you, or making treating you in a bad way because of they see your vulnerability, right? Even the mentor, your ancestors, her spirits or his spirits and her guides or his guides, they'll give you information about them that makes them vulnerable to you, right? Meaning that you get to know you have to get to know the true self of each other. You as a self-initiate and the mentor. Relationship has to be intimate. You have to know each other. You have to know the bit of yourselves that needs to be known out there. I mean, how do you can't help someone while hiding the bit that will be of helpful to another, right? Or you can't be helped by hiding the bit that needs to be out there so someone can look into it and see you as you're supposed to be seen and help you get comfortable with who you are, right? So we know the relationship needs to be on equal ground. We need the self-initiates and the mentors. We need to get to know each other fully, right? We are not even talking about physical, spiritually as well. We need to get to know each other as people. So remember that when you're being sent there, you need to be yourself. Your ancestors are not sending you out there so that you can be a fake self, so that the mentor out there can see the fake self and molds the fake self into becoming the big fake you. It doesn't work like that. Even us mentors, our people are not putting themselves out there for us to be the fake self to the mentee that we are helping. So they need for us to be relaxed and for us to be who we are, not mask-wearing selves, so that the relationship can be intimate, metaphorical, with our mentees. I'm not talking about things that are not there. I'm talking about metaphorical intimacy, as in spiritually, where we get to be who we are so that we can know about ourselves and the people that we are working with, or the people we are working with, they can relax and be able to show the vulnerable bit of themselves to us without feeling that they will be judged, but with the knowing that they are vulnerable to people who have their best interest of their heart, right? So we are meeting in that way, as in spiritually aligning in that way, so that help can be given, right? So remember, the self-initiate, please be yourself, your real self. Mentors, be your real self. But you know what I like about relationship between a mentor and a mentee? I can only give example with how I see, how I've been seeing my work, as in getting used to a mentor and the mentor getting used to me. is that our ancestor spirits and guides, they throw in the information about the mentee. They throw in the information about the mentor that makes them vulnerable to each other, meaning that you meet on an equal ground. So that when you're helping each other, you're helping each other on an equal ground. The respect you have for each other will be so good that you'll see even ancestors in the ancestral realm. The relationship build will continue, will be continuous, isn't it? Whenever that, as time goes on, even if you're no longer, that contract has finished, even when you're no longer there, especially when one of you need the other, your ancestors will reach out, or the ancestors will reach out, so that you can still continue helping each other, even though you're no longer in the mentorship agreement, spiritual agreement. Right? So it's the most beautiful thing. So that's why you need to be open to each other. You need to be able to work with each other properly, right? Remember that your ancestors have it all covered. This is just a message that be open with each other as people working with each other. And as well, remember that traditionally, if you were to help someone, you have to, traditional, I'm talking about traditionally speaking, the way that Ubuntu works, is that we get to know each other, isn't it? Our weaknesses, our strength, while we're helping each other grow as well. So it helps in the mentorship. I'm using the English word, mentorship. So it helps in that regard, the self-initiate and the mentoring, right? And now when you're at someone's place full-time, it's totally different relationship as well, because each practice, each ndumba, each lefetlo has their own rules and regulations there that you need to follow as a person. But we just need to remember that in order to be helped, we need to be able to express ourselves the right way, be open and talk about things that we are struggling with, and be genuine with each other, right? That is mentor and self-initiate and Havels.